Good evening and welcome to Shanghai for Oliver Birch's selection of Windsor Cricket Club's greatest ever 11. Okay, so starting from the top, my opening partnership is Craig Bird and Wes Vandenberg. I had the fortune of playing with both Birdie and Wes when I was playing in the first 11 a number of years ago, and great guys, great batsmen. Scored a hatful of runs in Div 2 and Div 1. Very different characters. Birdie, the sort of Mike Gatting type character, portly, loved a beer. Wes was very much a man of the cloth, fairly serious sort of guy, but fantastic cricketer, and was just what we needed in Div 1 when we went up that year under Wes Nichols. So they're my two opening batsmen. Number 3, Steve Meekins. When I was a colt, I remember vividly watching Miko score hundreds and hundreds of runs against all sorts of opposition in the TVL leagues and on Sundays and all sorts. And Miko was just a brilliant guy to have around the club. I remember with his wide-brimmed hat, always good for a beer after the game. I imagine probably the best batsman that Windsor may have ever seen. I don't know, it's difficult to say, but great guy and great cricketer. Another great cricketer, number 4, Michael Gould. Gouldy and I opened the batting for Windsor 2008 or 9 when we had a good run, and at that point Gould is about 11, and just a brilliant cricketer. Obviously went on to bigger and better things than Windsor, but brilliant guy to have on your side. Great between the wickets, great stroke maker, good fielder, and all round good guy. Every side needs a fat slogger, and so number 5, Mark Huggins. I suppose one Huggins had to be in the side, and it certainly was not going to be Paul Huggins. Mugboat and I have played cricket together for a long time, and I've watched that fat slogger hit runs all over the country, quite frankly. But on a serious note, I suppose ultimately a very poor man's Andrew Flintoff. But very destructive, brilliant guy to have on your side, great on the piss, and pretty good at cricket. Conversely, someone who's awful on the piss and very good at cricket was Wes Nichols. So he's my number 6 and captain. I was very, very fortunate to play with Wes for a number of years when we had a great run in the mid-2000s. I mean, what can you say about Wes that hasn't been said already? But fantastic cricketer, great bowler, good batsman, great leader of men, sorely missed by the club. Number 6, Wes Nichols. Number 7, Ben Harris. Ben and I played a lot of cricket together again in sort of late 2000s, and I mean, just at such a young age was a brilliant spinner of the ball. Very handy with the bat and electric in the field. Sort of used to piss people off left, right and centre, particularly the opposition, the umpires and his own teammates. But apart from that, was a good guy. Number 8, Shane Methven. When I first started playing cricket, I remember watching Metho and thinking, Jesus, this guy is like just all over the show. He was just absolutely electric with the ball, so quick. Probably the quickest guy I've ever seen at home park. I vividly remember playing against a team from Karachi, and Metho was slightly racist, I think that's fair to say, and he bowled absolute gas that day. Brilliant cricketer, and he's my opening bowler. Number 9 and wicketkeeper Rick Baumgartner. When we had the good run with the ones all those years ago, 10 years ago now, Rick was pretty much the only adult that we had in the team. He had a proper job, had his head screwed on, had kids. The rest of us were messing around in Scotch bar till God knows what time on a Friday night. And Rick was a brilliant guy to play cricket with, a brilliant gloveman, and a great guy to have around the team. So he's my number 9. Number 10 and other opening bowler, Warren Griffiths. Again, I remember starting at the club when I was probably 13 or 14 and watching Wazza bowl, just arms and legs like a sort of, he was cartwheeling in from the river end. But so many good memories with Wazza, watching him and playing with him, and brilliant guy. I mean, good dancer, most importantly. Terrible drinker, but good dancer. And to finish off, number 11, Raul Mahindru. Again, you know, Razor and I played a lot of cricket together, and you know, slightly turgid sort of style as a bowler, but so effective, and as a sort of foil to both Wes and Ben Harris, was just unstoppable in Div 2 and in Div 1. Yeah, fantastic bowler, and Razor and I had a great time together. So that's my first 11. Shishir.